Hi there, today I will be talking about Vanguard, one of the largest and trusted platforms for investors worldwide. In this review, we will cover account types, investment options, fees, platform usability, customer support, and other unique features. I will also share the pros and cons to help you decide if Vanguard is the right fit for you. So, let's dive in. Vanguard was founded in 1975 by John Bogle. It's headquartered in Malvern, Pennsylvania. It's widely regarded as a pioneer in low-cost investing and is a leader in the mutual fund and ETF space. Currently, it has close to $10 trillion worth of assets under management and more than 50 million clients worldwide. But why do so many investors trust Vanguard? Well, to start, let's look at the different types of accounts Vanguard offers. First, brokerage accounts. Vanguard's brokerage accounts allow you to buy and sell a wide range of investments, including stocks, ETF, mutual funds, and bonds. These accounts are great options for long-term investors who want to take advantage of Vanguard's focus on low-cost investment solutions. If you want to open a brokerage account, I have created a step-by-step guide on how to do it. You can find the link on the description below the video. Second, retirement accounts. Vanguard offers traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, SEP IRAs, and simple IRAs designed to meet the needs of individuals, small business owners, and freelancers. To note here that I have created a step-by-step guide on how to open a Roth IRA account on Vanguard, and you can find the link on the description as well. Third, education savings accounts. With 529 plans and education savings accounts, Vanguard helps families save for future educational expenses with tax advantages. These accounts are always good to consider if you have kids. Fourth, trust and estate accounts. Vanguard provides options for wealth transfers and estate planning, ideal for those people managing assets for future generations. Fifth, retirement plans for small business owners. Vanguard offers retirement plans for small businesses such as individual 401ks, SEP IRAs, and simple IRAs. Sixth, robo-advisory accounts. Vanguard offers services for both people who like to manage their investments themselves and those who prefer an automated system to handle everything for them. Their two services are Vanguard Digital Advisor, which creates a diversified portfolio based on your financial goals, and Vanguard Personal Advisor Services, which combines algorithm-driven management with access to human advisors for personalized financial planning. To mention here that unlike a few of its competitors, Vanguard does not offer checking accounts or small business checking and savings. Despite that, with all the account options they offer, Vanguard covers the majority of what we need for investing in a platform. Now that we have covered the different account types Vanguard offers, let's take a closer look at the investment options available within these accounts. From stocks and ETFs to bonds and options, Vanguard provides a wide range of choices for investors. These are: first, stocks. You can get access to a wide variety of individual US and international stocks. Second, ETFs. Vanguard offers low-cost ETFs, and some are among the most popular on the market. Probably you have heard of the VU, which invests in S&P 500, and VTI, which invests in the total stock market. Third, mutual funds. Vanguard is known for its mutual funds, with a variety of active and passive funds available. Many of these come with ultra-low expense ratios, often under 0.1%. I will talk about these fees exclusively in the next section. Fourth and last, bonds and fixed income. Vanguard provides government bonds, corporate bonds, municipal bonds, and bond funds, perfect for income-focused investors. However, there are some limitations worth mentioning. Those are cryptocurrencies. Vanguard does not offer direct crypto trading, though some ETFs include indirect exposure. Options and futures. Vanguard does not provide options or futures trading, making it less ideal for active traders. Well, to note here that they do offer options, but it's another process that you need to make an application and then get approved. But they don't offer it like the other brokers, and that's why I mention it here. It's not like you can access it directly. You need to apply for it and you need to get approved. And last, they do not offer forex trading. After exploring what Vanguard offers and doesn't, it is important to consider the cost. Let's take a closer look at their fees and pricing to see how it measures in terms of affordability. When I review a broker, I wish they have a table with all their fees, but no, they don't. They have to make it a bit more tricky to me. So anyway, let's start. They offer 0 fees for a brokerage account. However, you have to sign up for e-delivery, otherwise you will get a $25 yearly fee. That applies for majority of their accounts, so keep that in mind. Their 403B plans have a fee of $5 per participant, and the 529 plan is free of any fees. Second, Vanguard's funds and ETFs often have the lowest expense ratios in the industry, with some as low as 0.03%. According to their website, the average Vanguard mutual fund and ETF expense ratio is 82% less than the industry average. Third, they have no commissions. $0 for online traders of stock and ETFs. If you need broker assistance to perform an investment and you hold less than $1 million in your account, then there is a $25 fee. Most likely you will not need a broker assisted trade. Last, no transaction fees for Vanguard funds. You can buy and sell Vanguard funds without incurring additional fees. Depends on the type of investor you are, Vanguard can be beneficial to you. But there are without denial some areas to consider. First, high fees for non-Vanguard funds. Vanguard charges a transaction fee for buying or selling mutual funds that are not part of the Vanguard family. Those fees can range between $20 to $50, so they're quite pricey. And second, margin rates. Vanguard's margin interest rates are higher compared to some competitors in the market. To summarize the fees, while Vanguard excels in low-cost ETFs and mutual funds, its fees can feel restrictive for smaller investors, non-Vanguard fund buyers, and active traders. It's best suited for long-term, buy-and-hold investors who can avoid most fees through e-delivery and a focus on Vanguard's branded products. Now that we have covered Vanguard's fees and costs, let's take a closer look at its platform's usability. Creating an account is rather simple. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, you can find the link on the description below on how to do it step by step. Buying and selling stocks and ETFs is quite simple as well, as the platform is basic, very basic. Actually, let's have a look on it and perform a trade. I don't see a platform, so we'll click from the drop-down menu ETFs and then click Buy an ETF. You will need to accept the terms and click Continue. There are 5 more pages with terms you need to accept. Now, once you have accepted all this, you can finally buy and sell stocks and ETFs. So once again, on balances, click Trade ETFs. It is time to do our first investment with Vanguard. So we'll buy the most famous and bought ETF provided by Vanguard, VOO. For those unaware, VOO ETF tracks the performance of the S&P 500 index, representing 500 large US companies. It is a great ETF to provide a diversified way to gain exposure to the US stock market. Anyway, let's add the ticker and click Enter. Now the price of the VOO is at $533.64 and I only have $30 in my account. Well, luckily Vanguard allows its users to invest in ETFs partially. We don't have to own the entire amount an ETF costs in order to invest in it, which is great. To note here though that they allow this only on ETFs and mutual funds and no stocks. So I will pick buy dollars, enter the amount of $20, and as you can see below, if you buy dollar amount and not the full share, you can only buy market price. For me this is not an issue. I assume for majority this will not be an issue either, but I had to point it out. Click preview order and there we have it, a summary of our order. The amount we will buy into it, and the estimate price we will be buying it for. If you agree, hit the submit order, like I did, and you shall get an order number. Now let's head back to the dashboard to check if our order was processed, which I can assure you it did, as it was a market order type. Nothing changed on the dashboard aside the fact that now I have $30.04 as my ETF is rising. Let's click holding then, so you can scroll down a bit and see what assets you hold. Here we can see the recently purchased VOO ETF, the current price, performance of the day, and the quantity we hold. We can hit transact and then sell from the holding window so we can be redirected back to the trading dashboard. Sell is already pre-marked, the number of shares as well. as it most likely assumes we want to sell the entire quantity we have. Important note here, when selling all, remaining fractional shares may take as long as one additional business day to update in your account. Do not sell all of the same security twice in one day. That's the note we get. Now let's see what else does the Vanguard platform has to offer. I will head back to the Invest Hub and enter the ticker VU with a spot so I can visit the ETFs profile and see what information they offer. I hope that this is an area that they excel. We get the usual info such as expense ratio, market price, ratings, and if we scroll down a bit more, we get a summary, more info on the price, a chart for up to 10 years, and a portfolio composition. The weighted exposure is nice, as you can understand in which sectors the ETFs has stocks. Since it's tracking the top 500, you can see that top stocks such as Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and Google is part of it. It does provide all the needed information, but it doesn't go in depth as other brokers. Before we conclude, I would like to check the information they provide on dividends. And for that, I will pick Pepsi, which is at the current price and with a yield closing to 4% is becoming quite appealing. Today it had another devastating day for its investors as it lost 2.42%. I will click historical dividends, and here I can see the dividends for the past 3 years. Honestly, I was expecting the history of at least 10 years. Well, to put it this way and gently, you will not be doing the research for your investments on the Vanguard platform. At least I know I will not be doing it. To summarize it, Vanguard is perfect for long-term investors who value low cost and simplicity. Their biggest strengths are the low expense ratio on their own mutual funds and ETFs, $0 commission on online trades of stocks and ETFs, and no transaction fees for Vanguard funds. Also, they have an excellent customer support. On the downside, the lack of a modern trading platform is a major drawback. They also don't provide enough detailed information on trading assets, so investors have to look elsewhere for research. Their educational resources are limited compared to the competitors, which could be frustrating for beginners. Additionally, Vanguard doesn't offer a cryptocurrency trading, forex, or futures. Lastly, they charge a transaction fee for buying or selling mutual funds that aren't part of the Vanguard family, which can be inconvenient for those looking to diversify. I hope this video helped you decide if Vanguard is a right fit for you. If it did, please like, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Talk to you soon.